camera.
Good afternoon, Global Technology family, and welcome back to Barcelona, Spain. We're here almost at the very end of the show, day 4 of our 4 days of live coverage on theCUBE. My name's Savannah Peterson. Very excited to be having another conversation with some Dutch innovators. Steven and Mike, thank you so much for taking the time to come hang out. You've been great neighbors all week. We love it. You're both from 2 different companies, so I want to let you each get a little plug in and then we'll dive into some of the meat of that. Steven, I'm going to start with you since you're closest to me.
All right, well first of all, thanks for having us here.
Absolutely.
Great to be here. So we're yeah, as you said, we're a Dutch software company. We've been around for about 13 years, and we provide software infrastructure for the mobile core.
Ooh, cool.
Right, exactly, yeah, and we do that across 2G all the way up to 5G.
Wow.
And like I said, we've got over 100 customers in telecoms, right? So we've got another.
That's a pretty significant portion of the market.
That is, and we're one of the fastest growing. We grew 30% last year, so we're going places.
And you're all over the world?
We are global, but we have our head office in the Netherlands,
yeah,
an office in Singapore, and
Very
for the rest,
cool.
people around the world.
Awesome. Oh, I love that. All right, Mike, talk to me about FiberUnlimited. You're repping the brand real strong here. I love it.
First of all, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
And, I'm from FiberUnlimited. I'm doing business development at FiberUnlimited. And we're a small company, a small Dutch company, 15 people. But we want to try to change the world for indoor networking. So at the moment, we're still installing copper cables in buildings. It's raw material.
Right.
And if we look to sustainability, we need to change something. If you look at IT, sustainability is not top of mind. So we want to bring that top of mind at IT people.
That's so important.
To change the sustainability in IT.
Yeah.
For indoor networking.
So walk me through that. What are the biggest steps that people could take? I mean, or they start working with you. How does their stack become more, or their whole operation really? How does that become more sustainable?
Copper cable is raw material. We are not using raw materials in our networking. So if you install a sustainable network.
Oh wow! So you're just No,
we're not using copper cabling
at all. Yeah.
If we install our network, it will be a factor 8 less CO2 footprint.
Wow, cool.
So it's a big difference to an installed copper network.
And is if you don't mind me asking, is the cost the same? Similar?
The cost is better.
Even?
Yeah.
You know, this is one of the myths about sustainability, as people often think to be sustainable it's going to cost you more money. Often it ends up saving you money, and even longer term, maybe in power or a bunch of other things, or repairing that or replacing that material if you ever have to. It can be a really big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. That's pretty cool. What is this beautiful thing sitting in front of us? I don't want the audience to get distracted by it and not have me address it.
The shiny
toy.
Well, you know, not all viewers might know, but each year the GSMA, which is the organizing and the industry body that represents telecommunications globally, they give out awards for innovation in different categories. From a Netherlands perspective, we've been the most nominated telecoms company. From a Dutch company perspective, we've been nominated 9 times in 13 years.
Wow,
for innovation in the mobile core.
That's quite a track record.
Thank you, yeah, we believe so too.
Yeah.
We've won them twice. This is the second one we've won. And it was yesterday.
That's
and
so
we're
fun.
Obviously beaming with pride.
I was just going to say, how's the team doing? I bet you had some tapas and some maybe some vinos last night. To
Absolutely,
celebrate.
yeah. Glad I could make it to.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's such a testament to the work especially our R&D has done, because we won this award for innovation in something that is essentially 40-year-old technology.
So, explain.
Exactly, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of analysts are asking us the same question. The key thing is that networks from 2G all the way to 5G have been supporting roaming, right? So devices can go anywhere. Well, 2G, everybody talks about phasing out 2G.
Yeah.
But you need functionality to continue supporting roaming across the world that still has 2G. And in fact, a lot of the IoT devices still work on 2G. Now, what we've done is we've taken that very, very old equipment and created a software version that can even run in the cloud. Because the existing systems are decades old, hardware that isn't supported. And the GSMA recognized that innovation is pretty crucial for service assurance for the next decade.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's awesome because I say this lovingly, when we think about telco, sometimes we don't always think about it as the fastest moving, most innovative technology sector. Not to the fault of the people who are in the industry. It's usually regulation and sovereignty and a lot of other things.
Very true.
That are super complex. But to be able to continue to innovate with technology that's 40 years old and apply this in a way that is award-winning, it's pretty compelling.
I'll tell you, last year, there's 2 products in our portfolio that are growing fast. One is the 5G roaming, obviously, because that's the way forward. But the second one is the so-called signaling transfer point, which is the element that you have to retain in order to enable roaming. And that's the fastest growing product in our portfolio, believe it or not.
I do believe it. I mean, I trust you. You seem trustworthy, so I believe you.
Well, carriers have to sustain, and so either you hang on to unsecure old hardware, or you move to our product. As far as I know, we're the only ones really offering this globally.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how big is the team?
We're first of all, we're all over the world. So we have our HQ R&Ds completely in the Netherlands.
That's what I was thinking, because this has got to take a lot of people on the ground too.
It's high-tech stuff, so a dedicated group of engineers in the Netherlands completely. Then we have our support teams all around the world, from Singapore, India, Brazil, 24/7.
Yeah.
And we've got customers around the globe, over 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And it ranges from this product to our 5G elements.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. But just to give you an idea.
You're meeting people where they are, those communities and customers where they are in that G journey.
Yeah, I mean, people have to realize there are approximately 1,400 carriers around the world. I mean, that's a business-to-business market. It's relatively small.
Yeah.
Right?
And highly competitive.
Highly competitive. So our competitors are the likes of Ericsson and Nokia and some of those. And we're doing extremely well. Yeah, because we are like a dedicated best-of-breed vendor.
Yeah.
And we have something to offer that our competition generally can't match.
It's a good place to be in.
It's the best place to be in.
Yeah.
And these awards basically are an acknowledgement.
Yeah. And I bet it's really validating for everyone. Mike, what about you? How big is the company? What scale are you at right now? Where's the team?
I think we're on the verge of scaling up. We're very proud we got nominated in two Glomos. One
Amazing,
for,
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's so exciting.
Absolutely. We're nominated for Breakthrough Tech and nominated for Tech in Climate Action.
Nice.
So the sustainability part of our solution and the Tech Breakthrough, we're a very small company between all those big telcos and tech companies. So we're very proud.
How many people are on the team?
15
at
the moment.
Oh my gosh, that's it. Yeah, you are tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But powerful, obviously.
Yeah, we do sales with partners, so that helps to scale fast. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So what's next? When you say scale up, is that more customers internationally? Is that more offerings?
Internationally, because we want to conquer the world.
Yeah.
We want to free buildings from copper networks and do it sustainable.
Yeah.
Without copper.
I love that, free buildings from copper networks.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a nice...
We're doing that 50 years from now. I mean, we need to change that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I could go on and on about that. And it's everywhere. It's ubiquitous, to your point. It's all over the world. So the world is essentially your market.
And where will we be? At the moment, we're in Holland, Belgium, and Germany. And we like to expand in Europe. So that's why we visit MWC, MWC. And our big dreams, of course, is to expand to States.
Nice. Has it been fun meeting up with all the other companies that are in your booth and being a part of this activation?
Yeah, yeah. Normally, it's very hard to speak the right people in big companies.
I bet.
Small players, so yeah, we talked to a lot of big companies here. Yeah.
Everyone's here. I mean, there's 110,000 people here.
It's the place to be.
It really is the place to be. I mean, we're here, so it's obviously the place to be, gentlemen. I'm not surprised by that. What do you wish people knew? Actually, here we go. What do you wish people knew about Dutch technology and innovation culture?
Well, I think one of the key things is we're just to give you an example. For several years, Microsoft picked us as their partner to replace some of the Chinese stuff in rural US.
Wow. And
because we're an independent player. We're not the Nokias or Ericssons, the Huawei's, right?
Great point.
As a high-tech vendor in the mobile core, we're an excellent choice. to fill those gaps where the big guys can't touch. And that's what happened. And it allowed us, that role allowed us to become the market leader in, for instance, international interconnect market, which is IPX, which connects hundreds of carriers around the world. There's several players, like the top 10, we have like 8. So from a Dutch tech perspective, that is pretty impressive, if I may say so, yeah. And it means that our technology supports all the way from 2G to 5G connection between all of those carriers. In fact, one analyst told us that he believes that something between 70 and 80% of all that roaming traffic goes over our systems.
That's really significant.
It is, yes. But you're talking about lots of stuff. So we not only support that routing, that is essentially what that function is, but we also support the security that is required to make it secure end to end. And that is from 2G all the way to 5G.
Man, that's impressive.
So yeah, thanks.
yeah, and I mean, I think, the Netherlands leads in a lot of different aspects. It doesn't matter how big you are geographically or population-wise. You definitely have a culture of innovation. Do you agree? Do you feel like you have a lot of support from the community as a leader in? Yeah,
we have a disruptive technology, so the most people we talk to are very interesting in our solution. So we get a lot of support from IT companies and IT integrators in Holland. So.
That's awesome.
It really depends a bit on the life cycle you're at as a company, right? So, so we've been around for 13 years, and we're really now at that place where the big guys have discovered us. And specifically this time at Mobile World Congress, we've seen the bigger groups of carrier groups. They're approaching us to standardize on our software.
Awesome.
Across the multiple countries.
They're coming to you. That's a nice feeling.
They're coming to us, yeah.
And do you think that accolades and awards like this and nominations help raise that visibility?
No doubt about it.
A lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
We got a lot of exposure.
The GSMA is a major brand name in our space. The award, in fact, this is the only award that we submit. We don't do any other awards.
Oh, okay. So this is it. This is the Mount Everest peak here.
And the fact is that across the world it's respected. And it's really seen as, like I said, like an acknowledgement for the technology that's been committed. And the judges, there's a whole group of them across analysts, journalists, carriers.
Everybody knows.
So the industry really judges us on our merits.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we were able to celebrate it here today. I have one final question for you, gentlemen. When we're hanging out next year at Mobile World Congress, what do you hope to be able to say then that you can't yet say today?
Ooh, well, first of all, we hope to make more inroads across the world in the larger carrier groups, like I just mentioned. There's plenty of regions that we still have to get into and win customers. So I hope to be able to announce some really, really big, larger tier 1 customers in addition to the ones we've won. That will be my goal.
Awesome. What about you?
Expansion to Europe.
Awesome. We look forward to hearing in all the different countries that you've been able to make your way through, celebrating you, hopefully more hardware on the desk.
We're going for number 10 next year.
That's what I'm talking about. I figure you're never satisfied, but at least definitely do take the moment and celebrate this. Thank you guys both so much for taking the time during such a busy week.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Really good, great to be here. Thanks.
Yes, it's been such a great time. And thank all of you for tuning in to our 4 days of live coverage here at Mobile World Congress. We're in Barcelona, Spain. My name's Savannah Peterson. You're watching theCUBE, the leading source for enterprise tech news.